The Journey of Planting Seeds of Positivity by Emma. Emma sits quietly on a wooden chair in the small garden behind the house. The gentle breeze glides through her hair, carrying the sweet fragrance of lavender. Her mind is like a serene stream, but occasionally, it ripples with faint anxieties. Negative thoughts about the past often pull her back to painful moments where every wrong decision seems to imprison her in fear, and she often blames herself. She feels chained, suffocated, unable to forgive herself and consequently, cannot open her heart to move forward and embrace happiness. One afternoon, Joan, Emma's close friend, visits. Seeing Emma's sorrowful eyes, Joan realizes that her friend still remains caught in a spiral of negative thoughts. Joan gently asks, her voice full of understanding, "Emma, I know you've been through a lot, but why do you hold on so tightly to the pains of the past? They only weigh you down and make you sadder." Emma looks down at her hands, her eyes momentarily sad, and sighs softly. "I know I should let go, Joan. But every time I think about what happened, I feel as though I don't deserve happiness. The past appears as vividly as if it were yesterday, making my heart ache, and I dare not think of the future, which prevents me from moving forward." Joan sits beside her, her eyes shining with understanding and filled with love. "Emma, you shouldn't live forever in that past. Your mind is like a garden and you are the gardener. If you only nurture it with negative thoughts, you'll only see weeds sprouting and obscuring your view. But if you start planting seeds of positivity, you will see your life bloom beautifully." Emma looks up, her eyes showing surprise at the imagery Joan paints in her mind. "But how can I plant positive thoughts when I'm so used to dwelling on bad things? And how can I change the seeds in my mind?" Joan smiles gently, like a patient gardener guiding another. "Start by loving and accepting yourself. That's the most important seed you can plant in your mind's garden. Each positive thought is like a seed you sow, and from there your life will blossom. Repeat positive affirmations daily. You deserve happiness and peace. You deserve everything you wish for. When you love yourself, the world will reflect that love back to you." Emma sits silently, feeling Joan's words gradually seep into her heart. Those words are like gentle light shining into her mind's garden, which has been covered by darkness for too long. From that day, Emma begins to practice what Joan has said. Every morning she wakes up and spends a few minutes meditating, closing her eyes and taking deep breaths, observing each breath in and out, and watching her body, mind, and surroundings. In her mind, she begins planting positive affirmations such as, "I deserve to be happy. I love and accept myself. The past no longer binds me." Initially, these affirmations feel unfamiliar, but the more she repeats them, the more at ease Emma feels. One day, Emma and Joan meet again in the small garden behind the house. Emma's garden is now full of color and life. Vibrant flowers compete with each other in a show of colors, from majestic roses to bright yellow daisies, all blooming, reaching for the morning sun. A gentle breeze passes through, making the petals flutter, as if they are dancing in the joyful celebration of nature. Diligent bees fly from flower to flower, gently landing on stamens to collect nectar, making the scene even more lively. The warm sunlight beams down like a golden silk sheet spread over the blooms, illuminating the garden under the clear blue sky. The chirping birds on the branches blend with the sweet scent of flowers, creating a picture of nature full of life, poetry, and joy. Joan smiles, looking around the garden and exclaims, "Look, Emma, your garden is blooming and it's truly vibrant." Emma smiles gently, but this time her smile no longer carries the sadness of before. "That's right, I've started planting those seeds of positivity in my mind, just as you said. I'm gradually realizing that when I change my mindset, my life also begins to change. I'm no longer clinging to what has passed, and that makes me feel freer than ever." Joan, with a voice full of pride, "I knew you would do well. Letting go of the past is like removing the chains that have bound you for so long. Only when you let go can you move forward with a light heart and a peaceful mind." Emma nods, her eyes shining with tranquility. She realizes that only when she opens her heart and loves herself can she embrace all the good that life has to offer. The pains of the past are no longer burdens she has to carry. Instead, they become valuable lessons that help her grow stronger and more resilient. As Emma steps out of the garden that day, she feels as if she is reborn. Each positive thought she sows in her mind has become beautiful blossoms, making her life brighter. She has learned to love and accept herself, and from that, the world reflects back to her the love and peace she deserves. Message: when you change the way you think, your life will change. Each positive thought is like a seed you plant in your mind's garden. When you know how to love and accept yourself, life will blossom with joy and peace. Let go of the past, embrace the present, and you will find true freedom from within. Author Kindness.